have arrived to Lyon in the late afternoon of one of the warm and nice summer days. Lyon, the capital city of France's Auvergne-Rhône-Alpes region, sits at the junction of the Rhône and Saône rivers. Its center reflects 2,000 years of history from the Roman times, medieval and Renaissance architecture in Old Lyon to the modern areas of Lyon. The place Bellecour is the largest square in the center of Lyon. It is one of the largest open squares in Europe and the third biggest square in France. Behind the Place de Quincos in Bordeaux and Place de la Concorde in Paris. In the middle is an equestrian statue of King Louis XIV by Franco Frederick Lemot in 1825. At the southwest side of the square we approach the statue which depicts Saint-Exupéry and the Little Prince seated on the top of a white marble column. It is the work of Lyon-based artist Christian Guillaby. The column is more than 5 meters tall and weighs 7 tons. On its base there are 3 sentences taken from his work and in particular from the last page of The Little Prince, which are a gentle reminder that the best things in life are still the simplest ones and that real wealth is given to others. Lyon Cathedral is a Roman Catholic church located on Place Saint John in central Lyon. The cathedral is dedicated to Saint John the Baptist and is the seat of the Archbishop of Lyon. It was founded by Saint Patinus and Saint Irenaeus, the first 2 bishops of Lyon in the 2nd century. The oldest remains, the baptistery of the former Saint Etienne church, date back to the 4th century. A lovely archaeological garden shows the remains of the 6th century religious buildings which occupied the site before the cathedral was erected. This is a really spiritual and peaceful place now. The construction of the current cathedral on the ruins of the 6th century church began in 1180 and was completed in 1476. Despite its long construction time, it has a relatively consistent architectural style. In 1998, the building, along with other historic sites in the center of Lyon, was inscribed on the UNESCO World Heritage List. Walking streets of what at once was an ancient city, we have discovered some secrets of its life and building's features. In central Lyon, most streets run parallel to the river, making it tricky to get from one street to the next without having to make a huge detour. So, courtyards with connected through passages and large number of shortcuts were created. They called a passage a trabule. The word trabule is the corruption of the Latin transambulary, or to pass through, dating back to the 4th century. The passages were allowing inhabitants more direct access to the town's fresh water of the river Saône than the winding streets provided. Some have counted as many as 400 trabules in Lyon. But just over 40 are open to the public now, each clearly marked with a small identifying seal. The folks here had popular saying, if you want to be a true Lyonnais, you have to know your trabules. needless to say that in evening the streets of the city are looking like large beehive, having all shops, cafes and restaurants welcoming tourists and locals. We have left the city with a small hope that at some point we will return here to watch and experience more of Lyon.